This shirt is a size small. This shirt is a size medium. This shirt is a size large. And this one is a size XXL. All of these shirts work for me because the labels put on them are irrelevant. Stop putting labels on yourself. What's up, guys? I am Tanner with Gateway Fashion, and I'm here to explain why the labels put on your clothes actually don't matter at all. The entire fashion industry is based on labels, from sizing options to the labels put on clothing by brands. Even the concept of following a certain aesthetic inherently puts a label on yourself. However, when you label yourself, you're not able to express your complete character and can only express a fraction of yourself. Many people lock themselves into a narrow mindset, thinking that, oh, I'm a size large, or I can only wear baggy pants. But this is an incredibly narrow mindset. Simply put, instead of thinking of yourself as one size, use the sizes to determine how you want the clothes to fit you. Utilizing a variety of sizes is crucial in order to create interesting silhouettes for your outfits. If you utilize larger sizes, it'll put emphasis on your shoulders and make your legs look bigger than you actually are, taking the heat off of areas like your waist or your hips. This creates a much more powerful look, giving you a lot more presence in a situation. If you aim to stand out, these larger sizes will surely do the trick, and honestly, I believe that's why they became so popular in the last couple years. By creating a silhouette through the fitments of your clothing, it'll allow you to convey the disposition that you desire. With oversized clothes, garments that are actually too big for you, instead of something that's meant to fit large on someone of your actual size, is a much more natural and pleasant look. An important consideration when sizing up, however, is making sure that you keep your proportions intact. With something like an interesting tuck, you can add a nice waistline indicator to your outfits and still lengthen your appearance even in wider fitting clothes. As well as that, making sure you don't end up too top or bottom heavy is very important. By sizing your garments equivalent to each other, it creates a much more cohesive look. You can work with the smaller top and bigger pants as long as you don't overdo it, however. Pants are an outlier here because you can't really size down on them without becoming immobile. Still, people fail to experiment with smaller pants. Bigger pants are much easier to pull off, and I think that's why you see them so much more, but slimmer pants can look very clean despite how seldom you see them. Slim pants will look better with a more minimal outfit. I usually only wear them with a t-shirt because anytime I wear a jacket, it makes me look too big on the top and very small on the bottom. However, size tags aren't the only label on your clothes. Another common label is those put on clothing by brands. Obviously, popular brands are popular for a reason. They give you consistency and clout. I mean, what more could you want out of clothes? Variety. With many big brands, there's very little difference between the actual style and the clothes unless you're buying designer. It is incredibly infrequent that the personality or style of the garment is much different between one set and another. Sticking to a certain group of brands will keep your style stagnant and won't allow you much room for expression. Unless you have an incredibly strong sense of personal style and know exactly what you like, reaching out to more brands will certainly help your style. Difficulty is often found when trying to branch out. However, it is pretty simple. All it takes is a little bit of courage and experimentation. I like to branch out through thrifting because it's nice and cheap. I have a video on thrifting already, but all you really need to know for today is that you'll find many different kinds of clothes all in the same place, and it is harder to find name brands at the thrift store, so you'll generally become more attached to the piece itself instead of the brand it comes from. Introducing a single, unique piece into your wardrobe can create so many more ideas that you can bring to life. By only having the same clothes made out of the same ideas, you're putting a dampener on your creativity, and you're not going to ever evolve your style. Being able to express something through an outfit is a rare but very worthwhile skill. It will round out your overall style and will allow you to add so much identity to your wardrobe. It may be daunting to give up aesthetics for expression. However, an authentic expression of a worthwhile personality is generally the best looking thing out there. Zach Bryan just dropped a new album, and it's about all I've been listening to these last couple weeks. So I've been feeling that cowboy mood recently. So my double denim outfit and my leather jacket and suspenders really been speaking to me, and I've loved those outfits more and more than I would have ever done before. Whenever something you enjoy inspires what you wear, you're going to love your clothes and find a much deeper appreciation towards them. Allowing your personality to be the driving force behind your outfits creates some awesome looks. Conversely, only representing one side of yourself through your fashion is just as limiting. The concept of following a certain aesthetic is a very short-sighted view of fashion. Similar to the last point, but restricting yourself to one single style will lock you out of so much creative expression. If you allow yourself to move freely between styles, you'll be able to more accurately represent how you're feeling in your clothing. This experimentation will allow you to discover things that you could have never seen before, and combining multiple styles to create an actual, authentic, personal style, instead of just following some laid out framework. This will grow you into a more developed creative, allowing you to see things in clothes that you could have never seen before and comprehend ideas in your outfits that you could have never understood before. Going against the grain is the easiest way to stand out, and I use that prominence in the crowd to measure how effective an outfit is. If you combine styles and frequently switch between them, you'll naturally shine amongst those who remain stagnant. Removing labels from your life and from your clothes will grow you into a much more complete person, both in and out of the closet. True swag is found in the nonchalance in which one is great. By removing labels from your life, people will be quick to label you as swaggy, and I, for one, am willing to be labeled as such.